What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while. In this video, I'm going to cover market structure. Market structure is one of the things that has really transformed my trading, and so I'm not going to leave anything behind. In this video, I'm going to show you how I identify the trend using market structure. All right, market structure is a concept that has been there since the ages and is very popular. I believe you've watched countless videos on them, so I will not beat about the bush. I'll just go straight to the point and then talk about this topic really in detail. But of course, it's not going to be a longer video like the other videos you see on YouTube. All right, so we all know that when it comes to market structure, or the market basically moves in fractals, and that is the market moves in either making a highs, a lows. Sorry, my drawing is not the best. A low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, and this is for an upward trend. And when we are talking about a downward trend, you see the market making a high, a low, lower low, lower high, lower low, and this is for a downtrend. Now you need to understand that the price or the nature of price is fractal. That is, price moves in this direction. So irrespective of the time frame that you are on, you will see the price creating these structures, higher highs and then higher lows and lower lows for a downward trend. All right, so I will do a demonstration with this diagram I have over here, and then we need to understand the way the market moves. Okay, so the way market moves in three forms. Let me delete these drawings so I'll have space. What's happening? All right, so the market moves in three forms. We have a trending market like the one I drew, something like this for an uptrend, and then something like this for a downtrend. So this is a trending market. Trending market is basically a downtrend or an uptrend. And then we have the consolidation. Right? So that one, you see market ranging in or within a particular range. Normally this is not a wide range. It's very fixed range that you see price ranging within. So you either have that or you have a trending market towards the downside or a trending market towards the upside. So if you're able to know the difference between these two or these three basically, then you'll be able to also identify which direction is likely the price is going to follow. And if we are in consolidation, you really want to wait for a breakout of that consolidation to be able to determine where the trend is going. What's happening to these drawings is giving me a tough time. Okay, all right, so now basically what I want to talk to you about when it comes to this trending market or the application of market structure is the ability to know a longer trend or a longer term trend which is taking place on a higher time frame, or a lower time frame trend which is the intermediate trend. All right, so if you look here, you'll see that I have this diagram here. Now let me move this one over here. So if I move this one over here, basically what I am left with is this particular diagram, which is the same as this. Right now you can see that this was within this trend, this one that I drew, the bigger time frame. So this one here is the lower time frame trend, and this one here is the high time frame trend. So on a high time frame trend, we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, a higher low, we have higher highs over here, we have this higher highs over here like that, a high low, and then a higher high. All right, so basically you see price creating this structure point, the V shapes, I call it structure point, because on the line chart, these are the turning point, right? And we are saying that these higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs, this fractal concept is structure. So I call it a structure point. Now, when basically the price move, let's say in an uptrend, the price move like this and then break this structure point, then we say there is what? A break of structure. So you also see another break of structure here, another break of structure. Now in an uptrend, you might see that price breaks this structure point to the uptrend, to the upside, and the opposite is what we call the downtrend. The opposite is what we call the downtrend. Let me see if I can turn this this upside down. All right, so it's not possible. I'll flip my chart, then we do the downtrend as well. But let's try to understand what basically the concept is. So when price is trending to the upside, price breaks a structure point to the upside, price breaks highs to the upside. Now when price does that, then we say that the low that led to the high and the low that broke that very high, this one becomes a strong low. This one becomes a strong low. This one also becomes a strong low. And this becomes what? A weak high. Now, this also becomes a weak high. The focus in this video is not to teach you how to trade this, but to let you understand the concept of market structure, so you'll be able to help you navigate the markets and know which side you should be on, whether you should be on the side of the bulls or on the side of the bears. All right, so when we have the breakout structure to the upside, the origin that led to the break of this structure is the strong low. And like I said, the origin that led to the breakout structure here also is the strong low. Now, having said that, let's look at what is happening within each time frame or each higher time frame perspective. Okay, so now when I said that this major trend is on the higher time frame, right? This major trend is on the higher time frame. So this is our lower time frame trend. When price breaks a structure point like we have over here and then create a new high, which is a weak high, price must do what? Must pull back. Price must breathe in. When we have price moving in one direction without creating the structures, then it means that the trend, there's an abnormality in the structure or in the market. It's not normal. It's not normal. So price need to breathe in after breaking the structure and creating a new high. It needs to breathe in. The reason is because when you are studying market structure, where there's a break of structure, basically there's been a transaction from this region that demand was able to exceed supply, and the demand side pushed the price high. So now, because the demand zone or the institutional buyers were able to break these structures, basically they will come back and take the returning orders and within the same area and then pull back, and then create a new high. So when they are briefing in to take the return, or when they are pulling back to take their return orders, now this pullback is a trend that is an intermediate trend happening on the lower time frame. So assuming all of this is taking place on the 4 hour, right? And then we have a 4 hour breakout structure, these pullbacks are intermediate trend on, let's say, 50-minute time frame. So when you go on the 50-minute time frame, you might see that price is creating lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high. That is trending downside. And you might think that we are on a high time frame, we are selling, or the overall trend is selling. No. Basically, if you're able to identify the trend on a high time frame and it's bullish, then the pullbacks will give you a lower time frame intermediate trend. Now, having said that, let me bring this over here for you to see. When you check this particular diagram I have over here. Now this area is the pullback. This area is the pullback. I have this area is the pullback. Now my drawing is not the best, but when we go over to the chart and we are looking at the candlesticks, you will get to understand it more. So you see that we have price creating what? A high, low, lower low, high low, lower low, high low, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, like that. And then it shifts structure over here. It breaks this structure and it begins to now create what? Higher highs and higher lows. So this is in the direction of what? The higher time frame trend. And this is the intermediate trend taking place on the lower time frame. Now the same concept applies to what? A downtrend, a bearish trend. The same concept applies to a downtrend or a bearish trend. So now let me clean these ones. Let me clean all of these, and then let me try to clean all of this. Yeah, I want to do for a downtrend, then we'll be able to get the understanding for each. So, all right, so let me just flip the chart over here, invert scale. Okay, so now good. When we look at this particular chart, you realize that we have price creating what? Breaking structures to the downside. Breaking structure to the downside. So this is a high, this is our low, this is a high, and this is our low, like that, in that manner, and this is our low. Now, so these are the pullbacks then, right? So if I'm to bring this one over here, then it will become something like this. It will become something like this. It's not fitting well because the original one is deleted, but let me see. Yeah, something like this. So if I should bring it here, these are the pullbacks taking place what? On a lower time frame, and these ones are in direction of the higher time frame perspective, which is a downtrend. Now, so having said or having explained all of this, let's go to the chart. And then yeah, one more thing before we go over to the chart, let me show you something. Now, assuming price is creating a higher highs, a higher lows, a higher highs, a higher lows, a higher highs, a higher lows on a higher time frame. Now, how do we know that on the lower time frame? For instance, when you go to the 15-minute, when you go up to the 15-minute, price is creating price is doing this for the pullback. Now, on the lower time frame, you might think that this this basically pullback is a major trend on the lower time frame. Meanwhile, it's an intermediate trend, like I said. But to know that the pullback has completed is that we must have a shift in structure. Then we must also begin to see price creating what? Higher highs and then higher lows on the lower time frame. So basically, when you see a 15-minute shift of structure, because this market structure shift or shift in structure, because on the side like this, which is the pullback, we're creating lower lows and what? Lower highs. But to immediately price break this structure point, we call it market structure shift or change in character. Now, when this takes place, it means that the pullback low, which is this area, has been formed. So when this is formed, then it means that the pullback is likely what? Ending, and then the continuation of this trend, which is in the direction of the high trend, is about to take place. And that's when price begin to create a higher highs and then a higher lows, like that, like that, like that. All right, so now let's go over to the chart and then let's try to find some specific examples. All right, traders, I want to take a minute of your time to give you a special invite to my Telegram channel. This is a community that I'm building made up of active traders. And you know, I don't post much on YouTube, so I'm very active on this group. Rather, so you can find a link below the description, or you can find a link in the description. Try to join, and I want to see you there so we can trade together. So as you can see, these are some of the trades that I take and I shared with the community before and after, and proof of execution. All is shared on the channel right there on time. So my community are not just learning, they are also taking this trade with me. So find the link below the description and then join me. See you there. Now, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Now on EU Euro USD chart we have over here on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price has been creating what? Some form of higher highs and then higher lows, basically around this zone. Price has been what? Bullish. Let's look at price structure, market structure around this zone without going far left. So you can see that price is basically doing what? It's creating an uptrend where we have higher highs, higher lows, where we have something like this, right? So let me bring this one over here. Now assuming I pull this over here, let me bring this over here, right? And then let me delete this one. Yes, so this is what price is doing on what? On the Euro USD chart on the 4-hour time frame, which is our higher time frame for us. Now these are where price broke structures, right? Price broke structure over here, price broke structure over here, price broke structure over here. So these are the pullbacks. Now when price is pulling back like this, when you go on the lower time frame, for instance like 15 minutes, you will see an intermediate trend, and then you might think that, oh, we are trending bearish. If you don't understand the high time frame perspective, knowing that the overall trend is to the upside, and then you begin to sell, at a point you'll be making profit, but just when the pullback has ended, you will not know because you are trading against the high time frame trend. So now I want to select this zone, then we go over to the 15 minute so we can identify the the pullback intermediate trend. So I will show you what I mean. Let me bring this one over here, and then let me do one for this zone as well, which is our pullback. Let me do one for this zone as well. All right, now let's go over to, let's say, 15 minutes to see what we mean by that. All right, so on the 15 minute, like I said, when you look at the pullback, you see price was basically creating what? Lower lows and then lower highs. And then you might think that, oh, price has changed structure, we are trending bearish now. If you don't understand the high time frame, and then you continue to sell within this range, you realize that price basically, after completing this pullback, bouncing back from a demand zone, now started to continue the high time frame trend. That is why it's important to know the intermediate trend and how to trade it against the higher time frame trend. Now this video is not about teaching you how to trade pullbacks. However, you need to understand that we have an intermediate trend and then we have the main trend. Okay, so when you look over here too, you can see that price is creating what? An intermediate trend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. What you need to understand is that this is all within the pullback that is creating or being made on the higher time frame. Now you need to spot the end of the pullback, and how you can do that is because when you look at this section, this price region over here, you see price created a high, a low, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, and this low failed to take this low. And what happened now? We broke structure. So there's what? Market structure shift there, right? Price pull back, and now it began to continue the trend. So when the market structure shift takes place, it's an evidence or it's a sign that the pullback is ending. You just have to now confirm it. If there's a demand zone there, then you begin to look for other confirmation, then you continue with the high time frame trend. So basically this is how you be able to engage or identify the the pullbacks, or which is an intermediate trend on the lower time frame. I believe I'm helping you. Right, so let's do one more example and then we'll end the video here. Then in the next video I'm going to cover, also let me know in the comment section if you want me to cover any topic with regards to trading. If you need help also with regards to trading, make sure you check out Telegram page. The link is below somewhere in the description, where we do live streams. I post my trades before and after. I answer questions of traders who need help and all that. All right, so now let's also look at what is happening over here. Okay, so now from this session on a high time frame, which is the 4 hour, we were creating what? EU was selling. Now price basically got to this zone and then violated the intermediate trend. What I mean by that is because there was a what? There was a huge change in market structure shift. You can see price put in this internal low. There was a change there and we had another break to confirm, and this move over here, I believe, which is caused by probably news or something, took out this and then took out this as well. All right, so basically this is how you'll be able to identify that the pullback is ending. So this region, because when we zoom to the left, we're coming from a higher time frame, lower or bearish trend. This particular box is not a pullback, but it's a continuation of the trend. However, we got the main breakup structure, which is supposed to be on the 4 hour at this zone over here, right? So now when we, after breaking the structure point, this now becomes the pullback. This now becomes the pullback. So this is what we call the intermediate trend, and the structure, the overall structure to the upside is what is on the 4 hour, right? I believe I've helped you. Like I said, if you have any question, comment below and I'll answer your question. Also, let me know if you have any topic that you want me to address. I'll address it in the next video. Join our Telegram group and then let's learn together. See you in the next video.